Assalamu alaikum students. Hope so you are fine and shine. Today we are going to talk about paragraph writing. Do you know what a paragraph is? Okay, let me tell you. A paragraph is a group of related sentences about an idea dealing with one topic. Let's look at an example. Here is a paragraph. I will read it. The classroom is large, clean and well lighted. The walls are pale green. On the wall at the left, as you enter, there are 3 large windows. Furthermore, the teacher's desk is in the front. Blackboard covers the most of the wall at the right. So remember, we said a paragraph is a group of related sentences about an idea dealing with one topic. So, can you tell me which word is telling us the idea that this paragraph is about? Yes, classroom. That word tells us what the rest of the paragraph is about. It tells what type of classroom is this. A paragraph has 5 sentences. Sometimes you can have fewer and sometimes you can have more. But usually 5 sentences in a good number of sentences for a paragraph. You can see that our example has exactly 5 sentences. Remember, the first sentence of a paragraph is indented. That means there is an empty space at the beginning of a line to signal the start of a new paragraph. Paragraphs can contain many different kinds of information. It might describe a place, character, or process, narrate a series of events, compare and contrast 2 or more things, classify items into categories, or describe causes and effects. Parts of paragraph. So how many parts does a paragraph have? A paragraph has 3 parts. The first one is topic sentence, which tells the main idea or what the paragraph is about. As in the example, the classroom is large, clean, and well lighted is a topic sentence. That sentence tells us what the rest of the paragraph is about. The next part of paragraph is detailed sentences. These sentences explain and support the main idea. Our example about classroom has 3 detailed sentences. They explain and support what type of classroom is it. Here are the 3 detailed sentences of our example paragraph. The classroom is large, clean, and well lighted. The walls are pale green. On the wall at the left, as you enter, there are 3 large windows, because they tell us what type of classroom is it. The last part of paragraph is the conclusion sentence. This sentence reminds us of the main idea. The conclusion sentence and our example paragraph about classroom is, furthermore, the teacher's desk is in the front. Blackboard covers most of the wall at the right. This sentence reminds us of the topic sentence that the classroom is large, clean, and well lighted. Here is another paragraph about the survival of Africans in American culture. Although African survivals in American culture have diminished over the past 100 years, some are woven into the cultural pattern of America. The words tote, to carry, and jukebox have been taken directly from African languages. One of the Negroes' greatest contributions to American music, the spiritual, is a blend of primitive African music and the religious fervor of Christianity. Foods such as okra, watermelon, and even coffee have their roots in Africa. These everyday elements are astonishing evidence of the African contribution to American life. All around me, I can see Africa. In that paragraph, we have found that there is an introduction, body, and conclusion. In the first sentence, you can find an expression of introductory sentence and topic sentence, which is also called as a central idea. So in this sentence, the reader is given certain background information. And in the second sentence, which deals with the African words which are still used in American English, it goes into far greater detail than the single sentence of the model paragraph. So the second sentence is also called as the body of that paragraph. In the third sentence, they talked about the songs of Africa, as I have also written music plus songs here. In the fourth stanza, they talk about the foods of Africa. So these all three sentences, second, third, and fourth, they are the main body, which are talking about the main idea, which is also called as introductory sentence. The last one is concluding sentence. This final or concluding idea, like the final sentence of the model paragraph, ties together of all the ideas expressed in the composition. The composition ends with a quotation, as I have quoted here. So this is a useful technique to learn, particularly for paragraphs of introduction and conclusion. So in that example paragraph, I have used thrice of these things: introduction, body, and conclusion. Points to remember. The first point is coherence. In a coherent paragraph, each sentence relates clearly to the topic sentence. If a paragraph is coherent, each sentence flows smoothly into the next without obvious shifts or jumps. The second point is about to create parallel structures. Parallel structures are created by constructing two or more phrases or sentences that have the same grammatical structure and use the same parts of speech. It makes the sentences clearer and easier. The third point is be consistent in point of view, verb tense, and number. Consistency in point of view, verb tense, and number is a subtle but important aspect of coherence. If you shift from the more personal you to the impersonal one, from past tense to present tense, or from a man to they, for example, you make your own paragraph less coherent. Such inconsistencies can also confuse your reader. The last point is use transition words or phrases between sentences and between paragraphs. Transitional expressions emphasize the relationships between ideas. Some useful transitions are to show addition, which means to use the words like again, and, also, besides, further, in addition. And then to give example, we can use the words like for example, for instance, in fact, to illustrate. And then to compare, which means we can use the words also, in the same manner, similarly. To summarize or conclude a paragraph, we can use the words like all, in conclusion, in short, in other words, on the whole, to sum up. So, this is the end of my lecture. If you have any question or difficulty regarding this video, you can ask me in comment section. Thank you for watching.